So good morning. Let us start today's session. That is based on the problem solving. This is Unit 4. Problems from the Unit 4. So first example is when 3 into 10 raised to 11 photons, each with wavelength of 0.85 micrometer, are incident on a photodiode. On average, 1.2 into 10 raised to 11 electrons are collected at terminals of the device. Determine quantum efficiency and responsivity of photodiode at 0.85 micrometer. So hope all of you have with you your notebook, pen and calculator so that you can solve it. When 3 into 10 raised to 11 photons, each with a wavelength of 85 micrometer, are incident on a photodiode, on average 1.2 into 10 raised to 11 electrons are collected at terminals of device. Determine the quantum efficiency and responsivity of photodiode at 0.85 micrometer. So quantum efficiency is always mentioned with respect to wavelength, micrometer. So let us solve the numerical. What is given in the example numerical? Number of incident photon, number of generated electrons. Number of incident photons per second, 3 into 10 raised to 11. Number of electrons collected RE 1.2 into 10 raised to 11. So RP is 1.3 into 10 raised to 11. RE is 1.2 into 10 raised to 11. So lambda equal to 0.85 micrometer. Micro means 10 raised to minus 6. So you can remove micro with multiplying the number with 10 raised to minus 6. So we can remove this micro by multiplying number with 10 raised to minus 6. So 0.85 into 10 raised to minus 6 meter. So what are these change in the changes in the units relations? That is, suppose unit is there. This is original unit, some number into unit. Then that unit we can convert as kilo, suppose. Okay, so we have to multiply 10 raised to, we have to have 10 raised to 3. 10 raised to 3 can be converted as kilo into unit. Okay, kilo into unit, kilometer, kilogram, okay, kiloliter, liter 9, kilo watt, kilovolt. 10 raised to 3 is a kilo, 10 raised to 6 is a mega, K is a small, K is a capital, M is a small, 10 raised to 9 is M is a capital, mega. Okay, so M is capital. Unit, mega unit, mega bit, megahertz. 10 raised to 9 is gigahertz. Giga unit. Unit may be hertz, unit may be meter, unit may be gram, unit may be watt. 10 raised to 12 plus 12, all these are plus 12 plus 9 plus 6 plus 3. 10 raised to 12 is terahertz, tera unit, terahertz, then tera meter, then teragram, and then tera watt, terajoule unit, capital T. Similarly, 10 raised to minus 2 is centimeter, centimeter. 10 raised to minus 3 is small m, millimeter. So this is capital M. Capital M is mega, and that is plus 6, and small m is a milli, that is minus 3 unit. This we have revised in the previous first chapter or second chapter problem solving. This we have discussed. Then 10 raised to minus 6 is micro and unit. Micrometer, microwatt, microvolt, microampere. Then 10 raised to minus 9. Okay, I will write here 10 raised to minus 9 is nano and unit. 10 raised to minus 9 unit is nano unit. 10 raised to minus 12 unit is small p, pico unit, picofarad, isn't it? Picofarad, picoampere, very small current. Okay, 10 raised to minus 15 is femto. Okay, so we can interchange these letters for 10 raised to these powers, 10 to the power, and these letters we can interchange anytime. But while substituting in the problem, we always take the original unit, meter, volt, ampere, and that letters, small letters or capital letters, we replace with its 10 to the power number, multiplicand, isn't it? While substituting, we take in the SI unit, meter, volt, ampere, watt, okay, farad, Henry. So we take in the original units. Okay, so micro is converted as 10 raised to minus 6. Micro, this is converted as 10 raised to minus 6, written as 10 raised to minus 6. Micrometer is 10 raised to minus 6 meter, because 10 raised to minus 6 is micro here. Okay, so this is the conversion that we always remember. If you can write this into your notebook and remember it, try to remember it. If you are already remembering, it is very well and good. If you are not remembering, remember it, because it is required every time. So number of incident photon RP is 3 into 10 raised to 11. Number of electrons collected 1.2 into 10 raised to 11. These are the numbers without it, they have no unit. Then lambda is 0.85 micrometer, 0.85 into 10 raised to minus 6 meter. Then first, what is asked? Determine quantum efficiency and responsivity of photodiode at 0.85. Determine quantum efficiency and responsivity of the photodiode at 0.85. First is quantum efficiency, eta. Second is responsivity, capital R. So first is quantum efficiency, eta. Okay. So quantum efficiency eta is equal to number of electrons collected divided by number of incident photons, Re upon Rp. So Re is given 1.2 into 10 raised to 11, Rp is given 3 into 10 raised to 11. Okay, substitute it. 1.2 10 raised to 11 divided by 3 into 10 raised to 11 is 0.4. 10 raised to 11, 10 raised to 11 cancels because they are in numerator and denominator as a multiplication factor. So 1.2 divided by 3 is 0.4. So quantum efficiency eta is 0.4. So 0.4 in percentage you can write. Quantum efficiency of photodiode is at 0.85 micrometer is 40%. So always we mention quantum efficiency with respect to wavelength. Okay. So this 40% quantum efficiency is with respect to 0.85 micrometer at 0.85 micrometer. So this is the first calculation which is required. We have determined the quantum efficiency eta of the photodiode at 0.85 micrometer as 40%. So whatever number of electrons collected out of number of incident photon, that ratio 1.2 upon 3 is 0.4, 40%. Now second is responsivity, R. From equation of responsivity, there are two equations of the responsivity. Which are these two equations? R is equal to eta into E upon H into F. Eta E upon HF. F can be substituted as C upon lambda. Lambda goes into numerator. Okay. And that becomes eta into E into lambda divided by H into C. These two are the equations for responsivity. So we are having with us eta is calculated. Eta is calculated. E is electronic charge 1.602 into 10 raised to minus 19. H is a Planck's constant 6.626 into 10 raised to minus 34. But F is not known. F is not given. F is not given. So lambda is given. So we can go for this second equation. Eta is calculated 0.4. E is 1.602 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. Lambda is given 0.85 micrometer, that is 0.85 into 10 raised to minus 6. H is Planck's constant 6.626 into 10 raised to minus 34 joules second, and C is the velocity of light in vacuum, that is 2.998 into 10 raised to 8 meters per second. So this is the equation that is possible to use for calculating R, because from this equation all quantities are known or given, calculated or given. So responsivity R is equal to eta E lambda divided by H C. Eta into E into lambda divided by H into C. So eta is 0.4, substitute. E is 1.602 10 raised to minus 19. Lambda is 0.85 10 raised to minus 6 divided by H is 6.626 10 raised to minus 34, and C is 2.998 into 10 raised to 8. Now we can simplify it by directly you can solve it by calculator, or we can simplify 1.602 into numerator into 0.85, okay, in the denominator 6.626 into 2.998. Okay, so in numerator what is remaining? 10 raised to minus 19 and 10 raised to minus 6. How much it is? 10 raised to minus 19 into 10 raised to minus 6. It becomes 10 raised to minus 25. 10 raised to minus 25 divided by, what is in the denominator? 10 raised to minus 34 and 10 raised to 8. So this 8 is plus, 34 is minus. So 10 raised to minus 34 into 10 raised to 8. From 34 we have to remove 8. So how much it remains? 26. 26 plus 8 is 34. So it is minus 26. So 1.6 and 0.85 we kept as it is, 0.85. And in denominator 6.626 and 2.998 we have kept as it is. But 10 raised to minus 19 and 10 raised to minus 6 we have combined as 10 raised to minus 25. And 10 raised to minus 34 into 10 raised to minus plus 8 we have combined as 10 raised to minus 26. So this 10 raised to minus 25 and 10 raised to minus 26 we can simplify as 10 raised to minus 1. So from numerator 10 raised to minus 26, from denominator 10 raised to minus 26 goes into numerator, it becomes 10 raised to plus 26. So answer multiplication will be 10 raised to plus 1. 10 raised to plus 1. Minus 25 plus 26. It is 10 raised to plus 1. So 10 raised to plus 1 is 10. So now you can calculate this with the calculator. 1.602 into 0.85 divided by 6.626 into 2.998 multiplied by this 10 is there. 10 plus 1 multiplied by this 10. So what we have to calculate? 1.626 multiplied by 0.85 multiplied by 10 raised to 1, that is 10, divided by 6.626 multiplied by 2.998. So if you solve this, you will get 0.274. If you solve this, you will get 0.274. If you solve this with calculator, you will get answer as 0.274 is the answer. So this calculation comes out 0.274. So unit for this is ampere per watt. Unit for this is ampere per watt. So in this way, responsivity is 0.274 ampere per watt. So this is the quantum efficiency eta at 0.85 micrometer, 40% or 0.4, and responsivity R is 0.274 ampere per watt. Okay. So this is the first problem. So turn to the second problem now. Let us turn to the second problem. A photodiode has a quantum efficiency of 65%. Photodiode has quantum efficiency of 65%. When photons of energy 1.5 into 10 raised to minus 19 joule are incident upon it. Photon energy of 1.5 10 raised to minus 19 joule are incident upon it. Number 1, at what wavelength is photodiode operating? Number 1, at what wavelength is photodiode operating? Question mark. Number 2, calculate the incident optical power required to obtain a photocurrent of 2.5 microampere when the photodiode is operating as described above. So that is that joule 1.5 10 to minus and 65%. What is second? Calculate incident optical power required to obtain photocurrent of 2.5 microampere when photodiode is operating as described above. So in solution of this numerical, first write all the data given. What are the data given? Photodiode has quantum efficiency 0.65 or 65%. So quantum efficiency eta is 65% is 0.65. The photon energy is 1.5 into 10 raised to minus 19 joule. So E is equal to 1.5 into 10 raised to minus 19 joule. So it is directly given in the joule. It is not given in electron volt. So no conversion problem. No conversion is required. Already we are having the unit in SI, joule. 1.5 10 raised to minus 19. If it would have given in the electron volt, we definitely we have to convert in that case into joule. Then what is one more term given? Photocurrent. Photocurrent is given. Photocurrent is IP. It is 2.5 microampere. So this micro we can replace by 10 raised to minus 6. Okay. This micro we can replace by 10 raised to minus 6. So 2.5 into 10 raised to minus 6 ampere. 2.5 microampere is 2.5 10 raised to minus 6 ampere. So this is given data. Eta is 0.65, E is 1.5 into 10 raised to minus 19 joule, IP is 2.5 10 raised to minus 6 ampere. And what is asked to calculate? Number 1, at what wavelength the photodiode is operating. So what is wavelength? And number 2, calculate incident optical power. Calculate PO. Incident optical power. IP is given, PO is to be calculated. And we know responsivity equation IP upon PO. So R is known, IP is known, then PO can be calculated. Okay. R should be known. R is not given, so we have to calculate R. So we have to calculate first the wavelength. Wavelength is not given. So let us calculate the wavelength. From the equation of photon energy E, photon energy E is H into F. Or if F is substituted as C by lambda, H C by lambda. Photon energy is H into F or H C by lambda. Here lambda is there, C and H are constant, we are knowing, and photon energy is given as 1.5 into 10 raised to minus 19 joule. So this photon energy is given as 1.5 into 10 raised to minus 19 joule. So photon energy is known, H is known, C is known, we can calculate lambda from the photon energy equation. So take lambda on one side and energy on this other side, so that this denominator lambda goes into numerator. So this denominator lambda goes into numerator, and energy, photon energy from this side, left side numerator, goes into denominator of right side. So this equation can be rearranged therefore as lambda equal to Hc upon E. Lambda equal to Hc upon E. This is the equation. Now here lambda calculation, lambda can be calculated by substituting H, C and E. H and C are known constants. E is given 1.5 10 raised to minus 19 joule. To substitute, H is 6.626 into 10 raised to minus 34, Planck's constant. C is 2.998 into 10 raised to 8 plus 8 divided by E is given 1.5 10 raised to minus 19. Again the same method you can adapt, that is 6.626 so one factor will keep the 10 raised to minus 34, 2.998 10 raised to 8 divided by 1.5 10 raised to minus 19. So these 10 raised to 10 to the power numbers are there. Those numbers we can first sort out. So return this, write this 6.626 as it is, this 2.998 as it is, 2.998, and this 1.5 as it is, multiplied by 10 raised to, this is minus 34, this is plus 8, and this denominator is having 10 raised to minus 19. When it goes into numerator, it will become plus 19. So this is the simplification. 10 raised to minus 34 plus 8 plus 19. So plus 8 plus 19 is plus 27. Plus 8 plus 19 is plus 27. Now minus 34 plus 27. How much it is? Minus 7. Isn't it? Minus 7. Minus 34 and plus 27 is minus 7. What remains is minus 7. 27 and 7, 34. So simplify this by with the help of calculator. 6.626 into 2 into 10 raised to 2.998. 6.626 into 2.998 divided by 1.5. Okay. How much it comes? 6.626 into 2.998 divided by 1.5, it comes as 13.2 multiplied by this 10 raised to minus 7. 13.2 into 10 raised to minus 7. If we take this decimal point, one number on the left side, one digit left. If you take this decimal point, one digit left, this minus will be reduced by 1. So it becomes 1.32 into 10 raised to minus 6. 1.32 into 10 raised to minus 6. Why we are reduced and made it minus 6? Because minus 3, minus 6, minus 9, minus 12 have the letters in the unit. Plus 3, plus 2, plus 3, plus 6, plus 9, plus 12 also have the letters. 3, 6, 9, 12 have letters. So we rearranged one decimal number. This decimal point we have rearranged. Minus 7 we converted as minus 6 by moving this decimal point 13.2 to make it 1.32. Moving one decimal point left, we get minus 7 as minus 6. So 1.32 into 10 raised to minus 6 meter is the answer. 1.32 10 raised to minus 6 meter is the answer. What is that? This is wavelength. This is wavelength, lambda. This is the wavelength, lambda of the photon, wavelength of the photon. 1.32 into 10 raised to minus 6 meter is the wavelength. So 1.32 micrometer. 10 raised to minus 6 you can replace by micro. 10 raised to minus 6 you can replace by micro. So 1.32 micrometer. So what is the answer? The photodiode is operating at wavelength lambda equal to 1.32 micrometer. Photodiode is operating at a wavelength lambda equal to lambda of 1.32 micrometer. So now second is the responsivity we have to calculate. Second is the PO we have to calculate, power PO. But what is power equation? Power is there in the equation of responsivity. Okay, power is in the equation of responsivity. R is equal to IP upon PO. So IP we are knowing, IP is given, but R is not given. R is not given. So what is our equation? Our equation is eta E upon HF or eta E lambda upon HC, isn't it? Eta E lambda upon HC. So our equation is eta E HF or eta E lambda upon HC. Okay. So which equation we have to use to calculate R, and why we are calculating R? We have to calculate PO. We are knowing IP, isn't it? IP is given. IP is known, and we can calculate PO from IP and R, because R is IP upon PO. So PO taken on this side, denominator to it goes to numerator, and R from numerator it goes to denominator. So PO is equal to IP upon R. Okay, PO equal to IP upon R. So this is the equation. So IP is known, R I have to calculate. So is it possible to calculate R? R is eta E upon HF or eta E lambda upon HC. Eta is calculated or given. Eta is given 65%. Okay, 0.65. Eta is 0.65, isn't it? Eta is known. Then E is the electronic charge, known. H is the Planck's constant, is known. F is the frequency, is not given. F is frequency, that is not given. So second, eta is 0.65, E is 1.6 10 raised to minus 19. Lambda just we have calculated this 1.32 into 10 raised to minus 6 lambda calculated meter. H is Planck's constant, C is the velocity of light. So this equation you can use for calculating R. Substitute 0.65 into 1.602 into 10 raised to minus 19 into 1.32 into 10 raised to minus 6 divided by 6.626 into the minus 34 multiplied by 2.99 into 10 raised to 8 plus 8. You can use this and solve it for R. You will get the R same. But instead of this, we can use this equation also. How? Because H into F is the photon energy. So photon energy is given. E is equal to 1.5 into 10 raised to minus 19 joule. It is given. But what is E? E is equal to H into F. E is given is, but E is H into F. E is H into F directly. So E is 1.5 10 raised to 19 is H into F equal to 1.5 into 10 raised to 19. H into F is 1.5 into 10 raised to minus 19. H into F is given. E is given. So from this equation, directly H into F is given. What is that? 1.5 into 10 raised to minus 19. So this equation also directly we can use. And we require only substitution of two numbers, and this is third number. So substitute eta 0.65. Substitute E 1.602 into 10 raised to minus 19 and denominator divided by H into F is given 1.5 into 10 raised to minus 19 joule. H into F is 1.5 10 raised to minus 19 because this is E. 1.5 10 raised to minus 19 is E and E is HF. So you can substitute here HF as 1.5 10 raised to minus 19. So because E is equal to HF. Okay. Why we have substituted this? HF is E. So E is 1.5 10 raised to minus 19. Okay. So again solving this 0.65 multiplied by 1.602 10 raised to minus 19 divided by 1.5 into 10 raised to minus 19. There is one term 10 raised to minus 19 in electron charge 1.602 into 10 raised to minus 19 and there is one term in energy 1.5 into 10 raised to minus 19. So this 10 raised to minus 19 and 10 raised to minus 19 cancels each other and what remains is 0.65 multiplied by 1.602 divided by 1.5. So just with the help of calculator you can calculate it. 0.65 into 1.602 divided by 1.5 and how much it comes? It get calculated as 6.94. It is calculated as 6.94. 0.694. It is calculated as 0.694. 0.65 into 1.602 divided by 1.5. It is 0.694. 0.694. And what is its unit? It is ampere per watt. Responsivity is having unit ampere per watt. So this is 0.694 ampere per watt. Now we know the R. We are having the IP. R is known. IP is given. IP is 2.5 microampere. It is given. IP. So IP is 2.5 microampere and this is 2.5 into 10 raised to minus 6 ampere. 2.5 10 raised to minus 6. So R is there for this equation of PO. R is there calculated just now 0.694 ampere watt. IP is 2.5 10 raised to minus 6 ampere. Then substitute. IP is 2.5 10 raised to minus 6. R is 0.694. So calculate it and you will get PO. So 2.5 10 raised to minus 6 divided by 0.694. So keep this 10 raised to minus 6 separately as it is and find out with calculator 2.5 divided by 0.694. Find out 2.5 divided by 0.694 and keep 10 raised to minus 6 as it is. So you will get 3.6 into 10 raised to minus 6 as it is multiplied by 10 raised to minus 6. This much watt. Okay. 3.6 10 raised to minus 6 watt. This is the answer. So if this is 3.6 10 raised to minus 6 watt This 10 raised to minus 6 you can replace, 10 raised to minus 6 you can replace by micro, because 10 raised to minus 6 is micro. So 3.6 into 10 raised to minus 6 watt or 3.6 microwatt. 3.6 is 3.60 microwatt. 3.6 microwatt. So incident optical power required is PO is 3.6 microwatt. 3.6 microwatt. 3.6 10 raised to minus 6 watt or 3.6 microwatt. So we have found out the wavelength. Photodiode is operating at a wavelength lambda of 1.32 microwatt, and for PO we have found out the responsivity 0.694 ampere watt, and answer asked is this: incident optical power required PO is 3.6 microwatt. This is the answer. So in this way we have solved this example. Now the next example. The GaAs has a band gap energy of GaAs is material, gallium arsenide, has a band gap energy of 1.43 electron volt. Here the energy is given in electron volt at 300 Kelvin absolute temperature. Determine the wavelength above which the incident photon detector is fabricated from this material will cease to operate. Determine the wavelength above which this intrinsic photodetector fabricated from the material will cease to operate. So what is given? Band gap energy is given 1.43 electron volt band gap energy. So E is equal to 1.43 electron volt is given, and 1.43 electron volt is 1.43 multiplied by 1.602 into 10 raised to minus 19 joule. So electron volt you can convert into joule. Electron volt is converted into joule by multiplying 1.602 into 10 raised to minus 19, and joule can be converted into electron volt by dividing 1.602 into 10 raised to minus 19. If we are having in the joule and we have to convert into electron volt, we have to divide. If we are having the unit electron volt and we have to convert it into joule, we have to multiply it. Okay, so this is we have to remember. Okay, and this we have done in the previous sources numericals. In the sources numericals we have done it many times. So E is given 1.43 electron volt. So 1.43 multiplied by 1.602 into 10 raised to minus 19 joule. This is the energy of photon. Sorry, band gap energy of material. Band gap energy of material. Eg. So this is Eg. Now what we have to determine the wavelength above which the material will cease to operate. Material stops operating. What is the wavelength when the material stops operating? That is lambda c. So we have to find out lambda c. Okay. So lambda c is a long wavelength cutoff. Lambda c is long wavelength cutoff. So what is the equation of lambda c? Lambda c is hc upon eg. Lambda c is hc upon eg. So h is 6.626 10 raised to minus 34 multiplied by c is 2.998 10 raised to plus 8 divided by eg is given in joule 1.43 into 1.602 into 10 raised to minus 19. So again we can simplify it as 6.626 10 raised to minus 34 into 2.998 10 raised to 8 plus 8. Okay, this is plus 8 divided by 1.43 multiplied by 1.602 multiplied by 10 raised to minus 19. So this we can simplify as, keep 6.626 as it is for first step, keep the 2.998 as it is, and 1.43 as it is, and 1.602 as it is, and multiply by, in the numerator, multiply by 10 raised to power. So collect all these three powers together. 10 raised to minus 34, 10 raised to plus 8, so this is plus 8, and this minus 19 in the denominator, 10 raised to minus 19 in denominator, when goes into numerator, it becomes 10 raised to plus 19. This becomes 10 raised to plus 19. So this is plus 19. So minus 34 plus 8 plus 19. 8 and 19 is 27, isn't it? 19 and 8 is 27. 8 plus 19 is 27. So minus 34 plus 27. How much it is? Minus 7. Minus 34 plus 27 is minus 7. Okay, 10 raised to minus 7. So that can be simplified by calculator now. 6.626 multiplied by 2.998 multiplied by 10 raised to minus 7 divided by 1.43 multiplied by 1.602 So calculate it with the calculator. 6.626 into 2.998 divided by 1.43 into 1.602, and keep this as it is, 10 raised to minus 7 separately. So this calculation comes as 8.67. So this comes as 8.67. I will write here, equal to 8.67, and this 10 raised to minus 7, 10 raised to minus 7, this much my meter. Okay, so this is the calculated answer from this, 8.67 10 raised to minus 7 meter. Now this 10 raised to minus 7 we can convert in micro by 10 raised to minus, converting into 10 raised to minus 6. So this 10 raised to minus 7 we can adjust as this decimal point, we can take one digit left. So it will become 10 raised to minus 6. Decimal digit we take one digit left. So it will become 10 raised to minus 6. So this is 0.867 10 raised to minus 6 meter. Okay. So this is 0.867 10 raised to minus 6 meter. So the answer is 10 raised to minus 6 can be replaced by micro. Answer is 0.867 micrometer. 0.867 micrometer. Okay. So the long wavelength cutoff lambda c for GAS optical photo detector, above which it will cease to operate, is 0.867 into 10 raised to minus 6 meter, or 0.87 micrometer. So this is the problem for long wavelength cutoff. Then one more numerical is silicon PIN photodiode has an intrinsic region with a width of 20 micrometer and radius of 500 micrometer, in which the drift velocity of electron is 10 raised to 5 meter per second. What is first sentence? A silicon PIN photodiode has an intrinsic region with a width of 20 micrometer and radius of 500 micrometer, in which a drift velocity of electron is 10 raised to 5 meter per second. When the permittivity of a device material is 10.5 into 10 raised to minus 13 farad per centimeter. 10.5 into 10 raised to minus 13 farad per centimeter. Calculate number 1, drift time of the carriers associate across the depletion region. Drift time of the carriers across depletion region, that is T drift. And second, the junction capacitance of the photodiode, that is Cj. So what we have to calculate? We have to calculate T drift and Cj. So what is given? Given is W 20 micrometer, width of the depletion region 20 micrometer. So W is 20 micrometer, means 20 into 10 raised to minus 6 meters. Micro can be replaced by 10 raised to minus 6. So radius R is 500 micrometer. So this is 500 into 10 raised to minus 6 meter. Micro can be replaced as 10 raised to minus 6. Vd is the velocity of electron, drift velocity of electron, which is 10 raised to 5 meter per second. So velocity of electron in that material is 10 raised to 5 meter per second. Vd 10 raised to 5 meter per second. Epsilon s, that is permittivity of device material, is 10.5 into 10 raised to minus 13 farad per centimeter. Epsilon epsilon s is 10.5 into 10 raised to minus 13 farad per centimeter. So we have to calculate T drift and Cj. So let us calculate. The first is the drift time of the carrier across the depletion region. T drift for the photodiode can be obtained using equation of drift time. T drift as T drift can be T drift can be W upon Vd. T drift is W upon Vd. Okay. So if the depletion region, suppose this is P and N and this is depletion region, it is having width W and the electron is moving with the velocity of Vd. If velocity is Vd, electron moves towards majority side, na? Electron moves towards N side because N is connected positive, P is connected negative. So electron moving with the velocity Vd and distance is W. So velocity is known, distance is known. How much time it will take T drift, that can be written, because velocity is distance upon time. Vd is W upon T drift. So T drift is W upon Vd. T drift is W upon Vd. Okay. So substitute W 20 into 10 raised to minus 6. Vd is 1.1 into 10 raised to 5 meters per second, that is 10 raised to 5. So 20 into 10 raised to minus 6 divided by 10 raised to 5. 10 raised to minus 6 divided by 10 raised to 5. So this 10 raised to 5 in the denominator goes into numerator, becomes 10 raised to minus 5. So 20 into 10 raised to minus 6 into 10 raised to minus 5. Okay. So 20 into 10 raised to minus 6 divided by 1 into 10 raised to 5 plus 5. So 20 into 10 raised to minus 6 into, this goes into numerator, plus 5 becomes minus 5. Minus 5. 1 into this is 1. 1 into 10 raised to plus 5 is 10 raised to plus 5. So 10 raised to minus 6, 10 raised to minus 5 is 10 raised to minus 11. Okay. 20 into 10 raised to minus 11. 20 into 10 raised to minus 11. Okay. So you can write 2 into 10 raised to 10 or 200 into 10 raised to 12. 200 into 10 raised to minus 12. 20 into 10 raised to minus 11 you can write 200 into 10 raised to minus 12. One decimal you shifted right, so minus 11 becomes minus 12. If 2 decimal you shift it to the left, minus 11 becomes minus 9. Minus 9 or minus 12 you can take, so that you can substitute nano or pico. So 2 into 10 raised to minus 10 second or 200 into 10 raised to minus 12 second. Okay, minus 12 you can replace by pico. Minus 12 is pico. So 200 picosecond is the answer. T drift is 200 picosecond. So drift time for the carrier across the depletion region is 200 picosecond. Junction capacitance Cj we can calculate. It is given by Cj is equal to epsilon A by W. Cj is epsilon A by W, where A is the area. Okay, pi r square. R is given. So pi 3.14 into 500 into 10 raised to minus 6 square. Calculate it. It comes as 0.79 10 raised to minus 6 meter square. 0.79 10 raised to minus 6 meter square. So capital A is 0.79 10 raised to minus 6 meter square. Now we can substitute this into Cj equation. Cj is equal to epsilon is 10.5 10 raised to minus 13 farad per centimeter into 0.79 to 10 raised to minus 6 divided by 20 into 10 raised to minus 6 area. So 0.41 into 10 raised to minus 13 farad is the minus 13 you can adjust minus 12 by minus 13 you can replace as a minus 12 by shifting the decimal point towards left. So 1 0 will be get added, 0.041 10 raised to minus 12 farad. So Cj is 0.41 picofarad. Okay, the photodiode junction has 0.41 picofarad. So what is the problem have you identified here? The problem is epsilon is given, epsilon s in farad per centimeter. Either you convert it as a farad per meter or convert the area as centimeter square. Then this problem is correct. This answer is not correct. So I will give it to homework for you. Okay. So either convert it as farad per meter or convert this area as centimeter square. And W given is meter. So W is also to be taken as a, so this is meter square, this is meter. So this should be converted. Epsilon is converted into per meter, it will become easier. Epsilon is converted per meter, it will be easier. For 1 centimeter it is 10.5 10 raised to minus 13. So for 1 meter it is how much? It is 10 times, isn't it? For 1 meter, for per meter how it is how much? 10 times. So centimeter to meter 100 times, 100 times. So it will be 10.5 into 10 raised to minus 11 farad per meter. 10.5 into 10 raised to minus 11 farad per meter. Centimeter is to be converted into meter, isn't it? So this C you can change by substituting 100. So 10.5 into 10 to minus 15 farad per meter. So you can substitute and then you can solve. This is given to you as an assignment. So solve it. Then next is the carrier velocity in the PN photodiode. Carrier velocity in PIN photodiode with 25 micrometer depletion layer, width is 3 into 10 raised to 4 meter per second. Determine the maximum response time of the device. Carrier velocity in the silicon PIN photodiode with 25 micrometer depletion layer width W is 3 into 10 raised to 4 meter per second. Determine maximum response time of the device. Maximum response time of the device. So carrier velocity is given. Is given. Width is given W. So W is 25 micrometer. 25 into 10 raised to 6 meter of the depletion layer width, and the carrier velocity is 3 into 10 raised to 4 Vd, 3 into 10 raised to 4 meters per second. What we have to determine? Maximum response time. Maximum response time is one upon Bm, and Bm is 3 dB bandwidth. So maximum response time you can find out with the help of Bm. So first we have to calculate Bm, that is 3 dB bandwidth, maximum 3 dB bandwidth of the photodiode. So Bm is either 1 upon 2 pi into T drift or Vd upon 2 pi W. So Vd upon equation of the Bm is one upon 2 pi into T drift, or Vd upon 2 pi W. So these are the equations. So we can use Vd upon 2 pi W because Vd is given, W is given. So substitute Vd. Vd is 3 into 10 raised to 4 meters per second. 3 into 10 raised to 4 meter per second divided by 2 into pi 3.14 into W. W is 25 into 10 raised to minus 6. So 3 into 10 raised to 4 divided by 2 into 3.14 into 25 into 10 raised to minus 6. So if you simplify this, 10 raised to plus 4, this denominator 10 raised to minus 6, if you simplify it, you can solve it. So 3 into 10 raised to 4 divided by 2 3.14 25 10 raised to minus 6. So this 10 raised to minus 6 when goes to numerator, it becomes 10 raised to plus 6. So 10 raised to 4 plus 10 raised into 10 raised to 6 is 10 raised to 10. it becomes 10 raised to 10, and you can solve it. 3 divided by 2 into 3.14 into 25. Okay, so it will come as 0.0191 into 10 raised to 10. So this 10 raised to 10 is taken as it is. 10 raised to plus 10. 0.0191 into 10 raised to 10. So you can shift the decimal point to right by 2 digits. Shift the decimal point by 2 digits to the right. So it will 10 raised to plus 10 will become 10 raised to plus 8. So that you can write as 1.91 into 10 raised to plus 8 hertz. 1.91 10 raised to plus 8 hertz. If you write 0.019 into 10 raised to 10 hertz, that is also correct answer. Because we have to substitute in hertz. So we do not replace with any later gigahertz or megahertz, or we will not replace it. Okay, so we will keep as it is 1.91 10 raised to 8 hertz, or 0.0191 10 raised to plus 10 hertz as it is, and we will substitute it. Maximum response is 1 upon Bm is 1 upon 1.91 10 raised to 8, so it will come as 5.2 10 raised to minus 9 second. So it is 5.2 10 raised to minus 9 second. So 10 raised to minus 9 is nano. So 5.2 nanosecond. 5.2 nanosecond. So this is the answer. So it must be noted here that the above response time takes no account of diffusion carrier, because in PIN there is no diffusion. Okay, so that problem is sorted, and the capacitance of the device junction and external, that capacitance RC time constant is not considered. So diffusion time and RC time constants are considered negligible. Okay, and then maximum response time is solely dependent on this drift time. So Bm maximum response time is 1 upon Bm, because Bm is calculated with the help of only drift time. So maximum response is 1 upon Bm is 5.2 nanosecond. Okay, so this is the answer. Then last problem. So write the quantum efficiency of a particular silicon RAPD is 80%. Quantum efficiency of a particular silicon RAPD is 80%. For the detection of radiation, at wavelength 0.9 micrometer, when the incident optical power is 0.5 micrometer, the output current from the device after avalanche gain is 11 microampere. So it is not IP, it is I. Then determine the multiplication factor of photodiode under these conditions. Determine capital M. So what are given? 80% is a quantum efficiency. Quantum efficiency is 80%, 0.8. At wavelength 0.9 micrometer. So lambda is 0.9 micrometer, that is 0.9 into 10 raised to minus 6 meter. The optical power, incident optical power is 0.5 microwatt. So PO is 0.5 microwatt, 0.5 into 10 raised to minus 6 watt. The output current from the device after avalanche gain is 11 microampere, that is I. IP is not given, I is given. Okay, IP is not given, I is given. IP is the photo current generated and I is the output current of the photo device after avalanche multiplication. So what we have to calculate is multiplication factor. So multiplication factor equation is I upon IP, I upon IP. So I is given, IP is not given. So IP can be calculated from responsivity equation, because IP upon PO is R. IP upon PO is R. But R is not known. PO is given. R is not known. R is not known. So calculate R. Okay. So first we will go this way. We will have strategy to solve the problem, like solve for R, calculate R. Then using R and PO given, PO is given here. Using R and PO, you calculate IP, and using IP and this given I, we calculate M. So this is our strategy of solving the problem. So whenever whatever is asked, M is asked, whatever is asked, first write the equation of that. M is equal to I upon IP. So from that equation, what is given? Check. So I is given. Okay. IP is not known. Now check for the equation where IP is there. IP is there in R. R is equal to IP upon PO. R equal to IP upon PO. So IP calculation, PO and R are required. PO and R. What are given? PO is given. R is not given. So again go for the R equation, alternate R equation. R equations are eta E upon HF. F is not given. Eta E lambda upon HC. Lambda is given. So eta is given. Eta is given. Lambda is given. E, H, C are constants. So you can use this responsivity equation. You find out the responsivity, then you can find out the IP, and using IP you can find out multiplication factor. So this must be strategy. Okay. So substitute and solve it. So from equation of responsivity is eta E lambda upon HC. Substitute eta, 0.8 is given. E is 1.602 10 raised to minus 19. Lambda is given as 0.9 10 raised to minus 6 divided by H into C. H is 6.626 10 raised to minus 34. C is 2.998 10 raised to 8 plus 8. So if you solve it, what will get? 0.8, 1.602 10 raised to minus 19, 0.9 10 raised to minus 6 divided by 6.626 10 raised to minus 34, 2.998 10 raised to 8. All the 10 power terms are separated and all the numbers are separated. So 0.8 multiplied by 1.6202 multiplied by 0.9 divided by 6.626, 2.998, and in numerator multiplied by 10 to the power. 10 to the power. Okay, in this bracket we will write all the powers. So numerator powers are minus 19 minus 6. Minus 19 minus 6. Denominator power minus 34 goes into numerator, becomes plus 34. Denominator power plus 8 goes into numerator, becomes minus 8. So there are 4 numbers minus 19, minus 6, plus 34, plus minus 8. So 3 numbers are minus and 1 is plus. So we can write this as 0.8, 1.602, 0.9, divided by 6.626 multiplied by 2.998 multiplied by this 10 to the power minus 19, minus 6, minus 8. 19 and 6, 25 and 8, 33. So this is minus 33 and plus 34. Plus 34. So it becomes plus 1. 10 to the power 1. So 10 to the power plus 1 is 10. Now we can solve it very easily. So what will the responsivity? Solve it with a calculator. 0.8 into 1.602 into 0.9 into 10 divided by 6.626 into 2.998. It will come as 0.581 ampere per watt. 0.581 ampere per watt. Okay. Responsivity is 0.58 ampere per watt. So responsivity is found. So from the equation, another equation of responsivity, that is IP upon PO. R is IP upon PO. We can find out IP as R into PO. So IP is R into PO. So PO into R. PO is given, R is calculated. 0.5 10 raised to minus 6 and this 0.581. So multiply 0.5 into 0.581, it will become 0.291 and 10 raised to minus 6 ampere current. So this 10 raised to minus 6 you can convert as micro, 0.291 microampere. Okay. But in calculation we have to take 0.291 into 10 raised to minus 6. So this figure we have to calculate. So finally, using the multiplication factor of photodiode M equation. So M is I upon IP. IP is calculated 0.291 10 raised to minus 6. I is given 11 into 10 raised to minus 6. Okay, I is given 11 microampere, that is 11 into 10 raised to minus 6 ampere. So I 11 into 10 raised to minus 6 divided by IP 0.291 into 10 raised to minus 6. The 10 raised to minus 6, 10 raised to minus 6 cancels. 11 upon 2.291 is 37.8. Multiplication factor is 37.8. So one photon generates one electron. One electron is collide with other 37.8 electrons and generates total 37.8 electrons. So multiplication factor gain is 37.8. So multiplication factor of the photodiode is approximately 38. Rounded to next. So multiplication factor of photodiode is approximately 38. So this is our problems of unit 4. Thank you. Stay home, stay healthy, take care, and you have to solve this as a homework. Which one? This capacitance equation. Okay, so this problem you have to solve because you have to convert this unit. Okay, now today I will upload probably this assignments. Okay, today I am uploading the assignment and this notes you asked me.